to dissect girls. Did you know I'm utterly insane?
It's NIC CAGE November.
What could be easier? It's all alphabetical. You just put it in the right file according to alphabetical order. You know, A, B, C, D, E, F, G,
Hater.
H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P,
Hater.
Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. Huh? That's all you have to do.
Look, Doc, I spent last Tuesday watching fibers on my carpet. And the whole time I was watching my carpet, I was worrying that I might vomit. And the whole time I was thinking, I'm a grown man. I should know what goes on in my head. And the more I thought about it, the more I realized that I should just blow my brains out and end it all. But then I thought, if I thought more about blowing my brains out, I started worrying about what that was gonna do to my goddamn carpet, okay? So, that was a good day, Doc, and I just want you to give me some pills and let me get on with my life. Hooray for the sounds of fucking silence.
I just sold 50 cars for you in one night. All right, I'm a little tired, I'm a little wired, and I think I deserve a little appreciation.
Pick the fucking card!
Ta-da! Oh, yeah! You put your right foot in, you take your right foot out, you do the hokey pokey, and you fucking work it all out! Mouth to dildo to ass to ass. Hi, Brent. Anal beads. I'm sorry I was such a saint before, and I'm such a prick now!
Put the bunny back in the box.
Welcome back. This is the Skewered Universe Podcast. My name is Jeff.
And I'm Leiann.
And that was a motorcycle because our neighbors are dicks. They're not really dicks. They just choose the most inopportune times to start their engines.
Yeah, they need to be on our schedule.
Exactly. Wait, we're not even on our schedule. What are we talking about? Ah, good times. Good times. Little delay in recording, but we're here.
Yeah.
I know I posted online on Facebook that we were going to talk about Evil Bong. Yeah, no.
Can we not?
We're not. Like, the first one was, fun for a dumb movie. We watched the fifth entry and tried watching another after that, and
we could get through it. It's just, it wasn't it wasn't even so dumb that it was entertaining.
There was nothing entertaining about any of it, really.
There was one that was just an ad for their toys.
Yeah, basically just an ad for all their really bad-looking action figures that they're really selling.
Yeah.
And a couple of them super racist.
Yeah, you think?
Yeah.
That's what we found out. They really go with the racial jokes.
Oh,
stereotypes.
Yes. So we called an audible. And this being the very end of November, I don't know if you guys remember, but it's NIC CAGE November.
Is it?
It is. It is also the month where everyone gathers to celebrate my birthday because that's just how it is.
Because you get a whole month all to yourself.
Because I am a goddamn Scorpio. And to celebrate that, what do we have, Leiann?
We have a list.
We have a list. Just call us Chris Jericho because we have a list. Then we decided we would just put together a list of some Scorpio actors.
Yeah.
Some interesting ones that we thought are worth noting.
Yeah. I think you should go first because you have your list. I have mine.
So you have your own list there. Okay.
Yeah. I've actually got 3 lists.
Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't source that many.
Yeah.
All right. I'm just going to grab... I don't think we're going to go through the full list. I'm going to grab my favorite ones out of here. But if you've got multiples you want to mention, go right ahead.
Okay.
First one I'm going to say here, Ryan Reynolds. I got to say it off the top. The man is Deadpool. The guy's funny. And he's a smartass. If anyone knows me, I'm a smartass too.
Yep. I feel like I'm playing bingo. When you said Ryan Reynolds, I was like, okay, do I have that one? B30. No, I don't have that one. So what else you got?
Okay. Matthew McConaughey.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I did not either. But it makes sense. Kind of laid back and chill. Doesn't really give a shit what anyone thinks.
He is on his own playing field.
Exactly. I mean, the guy was smoking a lot of weed at one point and was in his apartment playing the bongos naked while high. So if that's not Scorpio action of like, I give zero fucks what you think, I don't know what is.
That reminds me of Owen Wilson.
Wow.
like
wow.
in Zoolander,
Oh
the
my
character he
God.
plays is really far out.
Was it Hansel? I gotta watch that movie again. I've only seen it once or twice.
It's a good one.
I had a lot of fun watching it.
What else you got?
Tilda Swinton.
You have ones I don't have. I'm impressed.
Tilda Swinton, I think, has every role I've ever seen her in has just been perfect.
Essentially.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, as Gabriel in Constantine, as one of the vampires in Only Lovers Left Alive, shit, as the Ancient One in Doctor Strange. I don't think she's ever turned in a bad performance of anything I've ever seen her in.
No. And she has great bone structure.
You want me to give you another one here?
Yeah.
Danny DeVito.
I did know that one.
That I did not know. I did not know that. Our current spokesperson for Jersey Mike subs, Danny DeVito. What kind of sucks is that's what a lot of people are going to remember him as. Like, oh, that was the guy who was in those Jersey Mike's commercials. Like, he was in Taxi. He was in One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. I mean, let's not forget all the movies in the 80s. Twins. So many. There was others and I can't think. Let's not forget his turn as the Penguin in Batman Returns. I mean, fuck. Danny DeVito? Awesome little man. I don't know. He could be an asshole, but I've never heard bad things about him.
No, I don't think he's an asshole.
I think he's too small for anyone to take seriously. I'm kidding. I love Danny DeVito. He's the fucking Penguin. Second best Penguin, Burgess Meredith is the first, but I'm not getting off on a rant. Would you like another that I have?
Yes.
Jodie Foster.
Yeah, I did have her. I have her as a director. Oh, I knew about her.
I didn't even think to look up directors or special effects artists or anything, and that would have been like, if I would have found out like a ton of special effects artists are Scorpios, would have made my day because I love practical effects.
Well, if you want to go like with directors and stuff, there's like Sam Raimi, Gary Marshall,
Okay.
Harold Ramis, Martin Scorsese, Tom Savini, Peter Jackson.
Savini rides the line of director and makeup effects artist.
Yep, and
like
also
that.
Michael Crichton.
Wow.
You're welcome.
There's a few genre guys in there. I mean, Savini, Raimi, Jackson. I'm like, all people that I admire their work and think they are awesome.
Yeah, right?
Yeah. Let's not let's not just gloss over the fact Jodie Foster is an accomplished actress, is a great director as well. Nothing taken away from her. We're just trying to give everyone a little bit of time here, and I'm going to geek out over genre people, because that's me. Do you have another one, or you want me to go?
You go.
Okay, you go. Really weird cars. Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah, he's a big one.
And it does, when you think about it, it makes sense. He's kind of like some Scorpios have the too cool for school, like, I'm going to do my own thing. Oh, okay, you want me to be in Titanic? Sure, but then I'll also be, like, in this small role over here.
Well, speaking of Too Cool for School, Joaquin Phoenix.
I had him on my list, too. Definitely very much, like, to the beat of his own drum.
Yep.
People are like, oh, why would you do that? And he's like, fuck you, I do what I want. Because, you know, Scorpio. All right. I got one for you.
Okay. Enlighten us.
Tracy Morgan.
Yeah, I forgot about him.
Go get you pregnant.
And no one knows if he's like, he knows he's being funny. Which kind of reminds me of Bert Kreischer. Like, does he, like, sometimes I don't think he knows he's being funny.
Right. And they're just saying things, you find it hilarious, and they just seem oblivious.
Yeah.
Like, what? Why is that funny? Like, oh, come on, you have to know. I'm going to give you 2 here. Because they've been, you know, there's a movie that they're both in together, and lots of women love it. I don't mind it. It's a solid movie. Ryan Gosling and Rachel McAdams.
Yes.
Both.
Yeah.
Which, when you think about it, their chemistry together in The Notebook. Yeah, I watched the fucking Notebook. Fuck you.
No, I don't think people are judging you.
I just like to immediately go on the defensive. But no, their chemistry, like the way they get angry with each other, and then immediately I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. It makes sense. All right. Who else you got?
Oh. Lisa Bonet.
I did see her, but I didn't write her down. I wasn't sure if...
She's from The Cosby Show and Different World.
Yep. No telling how her experience was on The Cosby Show, considering what we know about old Billy Boy now. Let's hope so, because...
This got dark.
Yeah, I don't want to think about him going, hey, Rudy! I'm sorry. Winona Ryder.
Yeah. She's one of my favorites, actually.
Yeah, same here.
Someone that could make Bill Cosby jokes hilarious. Seth MacFarlane.
Speaking of that, I actually saw a very recent clip from an episode of Family Guy where they were making a Cosby joke.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, knowing what we know now about Bill Cosby, and they were doing one of the opening credit sequences to The Cosby Show.
Mm-hmm.
All the women were passed out on, like, the couch and chairs, and he's dancing around making his goofy faces, and I was like, only they could get away with that, and people were like, well, it's satire. I'm like, no, that's just calling it out as they see it. But I still laughed.
Well, we're both going to hell then.
I've made peace with that a long time ago. My turn or your turn?
Your turn.
Anne Hathaway.
Really?
Really?
Huh.
I had no idea.
I always pegged her for a Sagittarius. There you go.
Yeah.
Okay, Demi Moore.
I do have that one written down.
Nice. Okay, Brittany Murphy.
Did not have that one. Did not have that one.
Okay, well, what do you got?
Maggie Gyllenhaal.
Didn't know. Did I know that? I don't think so. She's not on my list for sure.
Huh. I had another one that you didn't have.
Yeah, you got quite a few. Okay, what about Parker Posey?
I did not have that one, but that is very interesting.
From Blade Trinity, Suburbia, and Dazed and Confused.
Also, for genre people, she was in, I believe, Scream 3.
Very interesting.
One of the worst Scream films. But, hey, there's a lot of other films that are worse than Scream 3.
Well, speaking of an actress in horror films, Toni Collette.
Oh, very nice. If we're going to go down that road, we can go with a man who played a rather sadistic doctor when the story really got further into the series, Carrie Elways.
What? Really?
Saw. Yes.
Interesting. Oh, see, that's why all the girls like him.
Charismatic. Think about, I mean...
Whatever.
He's charismatic.
Yeah.
Charming as hell. And on top of that, the guy was in Hot Shots. Okay, I know everyone's like, oh, Princess Bride. He was... I don't even remember the character's name. The Dread Pirate Roberts or whatever.
I don't know.
I don't know. Something. Andre the Giant was in that fucking movie, so that's why I like it for one reason.
Well, speaking
and Mandy
of
Patinkin.
wrestlers, you could go off of wrestlers, too. There's Chris Jericho. There's CM Punk.
Right.
Shit, there's another one.
And see, I didn't even think to look up wrestlers.
See? You're off your game, sir.
I'm off my game. I am off my game. I was strictly looking up actors.
I'll throw another one at you. Craig Robinson.
Oh, for a second I was like, who? And then I went, oh yeah, Craig Robinson.
From Hot Tub Time Machine, and also This Is the End, and all those movies, like Zack and Mary, Pineapple Express.
Right. I think he was also on the American version of The Office for a while.
Yeah.
I only know that because I see small clips here and there. I was never a fan of that show.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a fan of the British The Office. You know, the original one. That's funny. I don't care for the American version. And that's not me trying to be a hipster. I just have my preference.
We all do.
Everyone's allowed to like what they like. All right. I got another one for you. Scarlett Johansson.
She is not on my list. I did not know that.
I'm surprised because you would. I would have figured you would have had Scarlett Johansson.
I went through a lot.
I went through like 3 different websites and I was sourcing. There was a bunch of people I don't know. Like, oh, this musician, this one name I don't know. They look like they were like in their 20s. I'm like, I don't fucking know who you are. I'm not putting you on my list.
Speaking of musicians, I can think of Wayne Static. I can think of Stone Temple Pilots. Oh, why is his name escaping me right now?
Was that Scott Weiland?
Yes, thank you. Fuck.
I had to think of it too, and I had to go back like, where's that Howard Stern knowledge from way back when?
And also, what's his name from Bush?
Oh, Gavin Rossdale.
Yes.
Another guy who was surprisingly decent actor.
Yeah. And also Taryn Manning.
Taryn Manning.
She was in 8 Mile.
Ah, yes, okay. For some reason, I never remember her name.
Yeah, she's a musician. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
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 Musician, actor, an artist, which makes sense for a Scorpio. It's like, I'm going to do my own thing. There's a trend with Scorpios, people. We basically don't give a fuck what anyone thinks.
RuPaul.
Whoopi Goldberg.
She's a famous one. I love her.
Julia Roberts. I did not know that.
I did know that. And also Dylan McDermott and from she goes into a coma. Help me. Steel Magnolias. The mom. You know.
Steel Magnolias had Dolly Parton, Olympia Dukakis.
No.
Julia Roberts. I can't think. Was it Shirley MacLaine?
No.
Shit. Who the fuck else was in Steel Magnolias? God damn it. We've watched that movie together a couple of times. Oh. Gidget. She was fucking Gidget. She wasn't fucking Gidget. She was Gidget. Fuck Sally Field.
Yes.
Jesus Christ. We got there, but holy shit. The car had 3 flats and was on fumes and we were on the fucking... Holy shit.
Also, Chloe Sevigny. Am I saying that right?
Close enough. I can never pronounce it easily either.
Yeah, so she's from Party Monster and Kids and American Psycho.
I don't think I've seen her in anything else except Party Monster when you've had it on.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, you had me watch Party Monster, and that's... I don't want to say it's an enjoyable film.
It is.
But
it is, though. It's a fairy tale.
True.
It's made to entertain.
Yeah. It's entertaining. I think there's a difference between enjoyable and entertaining. I don't enjoy seeing what happens to a lot of the people.
Yeah.
Because it gets fucked. But anyway. Here's one. I don't know if I mentioned it. Stanley Tucci.
Oh, I didn't know that either.
I had no idea. And I saw it and I was like, I like Stanley Tucci.
I just watched a marathon of, oh, fuck my life. Him and Anne Hathaway were in it. The Devil Wears Prada.
Devil Wears Prada.
Huh. Yeah, it was a marathon. Don't judge me.
Actually, we've watched that movie together. I enjoyed it, but he was the highlight of that film for me.
Yeah.
Everyone was fine with their acting. Everyone was great. You know, Meryl Streep, Anne Hathaway. He was the one for me that was like, yeah, he's the guy.
Yeah.
Who else you got?
Catherine Isabel.
Really?
Yep. From American Mary.
You know, I'm not surprised. She's very much like, I'm going to do what I want. And I remember there was an interview with her years back before we even met, and I was just a fledgling podcast listener. She didn't like doing TV. Mm. She felt TV was beneath her. She had already been in movies and was like, basically, fuck television. I'm not doing it. I don't take television roles. I'm like, okay, we know where you stand. And I'm like, it's a very Scorpio thing. Like, no, that's beneath me. Fuck you. I know my worth.
But a television star, Megan Mullally.
I get it. She's another one. Scorpios all have odd senses of humor when it comes down to it. Because she's not your traditionally funny person. It's kind of an odd, quirky humor.
Yeah.
But I get it.
Okay, Kevin Pollak.
Ah.
From Red State, Casino, Few Good Men, and apparently Willow. I have not seen it.
I have not seen Willow either. We are going to get our nerd cards revoked on that one.
Yeah, I know.
Let's not forget, Kevin Pollak was also the partner of Arnold Schwarzenegger in End of Days, where Arnold Schwarzenegger had to fight the devil. Mm. It is not a great movie by far, but it is stupid fun.
Well, speaking of stupid fun, what about Steve Zahn?
Steve Zahn, stupid fun. I get it.
Well, except for Joyride. That was just a plain good old time.
He was trying to have stupid fun, but he was just being stupid. But it turned out to be an entertaining as hell movie.
I have one more, but I don't know how to pronounce the last name. It's this one right here.
Mary Elizabeth Mastrantonio.
Yes, and then also this person.
Cote de Pablo.
Yes.
Or Cote de Pablo.
Yes.
A lot of those names can get very iffy on how you pronounce them, so I hope I pronounced it right. I am going to give you a couple more. Emma Stone.
I didn't know that.
I didn't either. When I saw it, I was like, okay.
I love her. She's so cute.
She's just quick. Like, you watch Superbad and you're like, were these like multiple takes to get these right, or were these just these two going back and forth at it? One more really quick. Actually, I think I've almost given you everybody off my list here. I'm just looking to make sure. Yeah, there is only one more. Meg Ryan. And I had no idea.
Okay.
I had no idea.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
So do you want to hear the list of musicians?
Sure.
Okay. So there's a lot. So bear with me. Lorde.
Okay.
Katy Perry. Willow Smith. Bjork. Neil Young. Bryan Adams. Kevin Jonas. Chad Kroeger. Don't judge. Tove Lo. Ella May. Lyle Lovett. Bonnie Raitt. Katie Lang. Adam Ant. Let's see. Vanilla Ice. Tech Nine.
Okay.
Eve. Nelly. P. Diddy. Future. Lil Peep. R.I.P. E40. Let's see. Schoolboy Q. Warren G.
Nice.
Fabulous.
Okay.
B.O.B. Love him. Joseph Simmons.
No clue.
Mike D.
Ah, Mike D.
Yeah. And also Leif Garrett, Kelly Osbourne, and Cisco.
Huh.
Anthony Kiedis.
Ah.
And Tyga.
Okay. A little known fact, I'm not sure if you know this, but Leif Garrett was made for dancing. All night long.
All night long.
Glad to know Warren G's a Scorpio. That's pretty cool.
Right? I
Yeah.
thought so too.
Yeah, that's an interesting list. A few that I'm like, I have no idea. And others I'm like, I saw when I was putting the list together, but like I said, my focus was actors and trying to find interesting ones.
Yeah.
And I saw like Willow Smith, Lord, Katy Perry. I'm like, I don't think they've ever acted. They're not on my list.
I just went all in.
Yeah, you dove in head first.
Yeah.
You just went, waist deep into it. It was like, I'm finding whatever the fuck I can find.
Well, little known fact about me is not only have I been married before, but he was also a Scorpio.
Yeah, but he's like the other end of Scorpios that we don't like to talk about.
He's like the white trash of Scorpios.
I wasn't going to go that far, but,
If you want to cut that out, I understand.
Look, you know how, like, there's, like, some people are like, look, I'm a Christian, but I'm not that kind of Christian. It's like that. It's like, look, I'm a Scorpio. I'm not that kind of Scorpio.
You're killing me.
Look, I'm a Buddhist, but I'm not that kind of Buddhist. And there's nothing like that in the vegan community. They're all pretty much the same. I'm not knocking them.
You are. You
choose
literally
the
just
lifestyle.
knocked them.
That's a lifestyle they want. Go for it. I, for one, enjoy putting lots of meat in my mouth. Take that as you will.
Oh, I do.
So what else have we got going on?
Well, no, that's it. Is it?
Is that really it?
I don't know. We need to fire our producers. Seriously. They're good for nothing.
Hey, producer, get over here. Oh, wait, that's just me. I smacked myself around a bit, people. We're good. So, we are going to watch a movie.
Yeah. I've been wanting to see it for a while now.
Same. And because it is motherfucking Nick Cage November...
Nick Cage November!
we are ending off this lovely month watching the 2021 film Pig.
I'm looking for a truffle pig. Someone stole her.
I don't understand. Tell him who you are.
You made the right choice, being out there in the woods. There's nothing here for you anymore. There's really nothing here for most of us. Buy yourself a new pig.
What are you thinking?
I remember every meal I ever cooked. I remember every person I ever served. You live your life for them. and they don't even see you. You don't even see yourself. We don't get a lot of things to really care about. Who has my pig?
Starring one Mr. Nicholas Coppola, known as Nicolas Cage.
I.e. Nick Cage.
I.e. Nick Cage, i.e. the greatest actor walking this earth today. I don't know if that's true, but let's face it, the guy is obviously having fun right now. I don't care what anyone says.
He's a very intense dude.
He is. I mean, it takes an intense dude to do a movie where you don't speak one line of dialogue like Willy's Wonderland. And it still works, in my opinion. But yeah, we're watching Pig. We're going to find Nick Cage go find his truffle hunting pig.
And we're going to do our interstellar...
Interstitials. Yeah, so we're going to do that. You guys are going to hear us right back soon, but we are going to watch Pig. And we're going to have some fun, no matter what. And we'll talk to you guys in just a minute.
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Delicious things to eat.
The popcorn can't be beat. The sparkling drinks are just dandy. The chocolate bars and the candy. So let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
So we're back. We started watching Pig. So far, I'm enjoying the premise. He's just a truffle hunter in the backwoods of Oregon with his truffle hunting pig.
Yeah.
Who's there to help him get through life.
Yeah, and,
I don't really know.
Yeah. Well, so we find out that this one young rich guy comes to visit him and buys truffles from him once a week. And I really love when captions give it away, because someone breaks in, but the captions say that it's tweakers, and I'm like, oh, okay, it's tweakers.
Yeah, instead of like, male voice.
Yeah.
It's tweaker. It's like, okay. So we got some meth heads trying to steal something to get some money.
Yeah.
They kidnap a pig? I guess if anyone's going to be able to keep up with a fucking pig, it's tweakers.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's starting his journey to find his pig.
Yep. I'm actually liking his character. It's just pretty much like... he didn't interact with the guy who came to get the truffles other than sitting there waiting for him to give him his payment, take his truffles, and just walked in and shut the door behind him.
Yeah.
The guy was like, okay, see you next Thursday, asshole. Like, how long you been dealing with him? You know how he is. Just get over it, man.
Seriously.
This is a business transaction. You don't need to bring feelings into this. So far, I'm liking the premise. I want to see where it goes.
Yeah, same here.
'Cause I'm wondering if it's going to get fucking nuts.
I hope so.
That's what I'm hoping. So we are going to get back to it.
It's intermission, it's intermission. It's intermission, it's intermission.
Ice cream, candy, lemonade too. And there's a hot dog waiting for you.
The popcorn's popping and it's ready to go. You know all the great food is stealing the show.
Get up up your seat and get yourself a tasty treat down at the snack bar. Snack bar.
Pardon me, boy.
Yeah, baby.
Will you take me to the snack bar?
You know what I like. Everything's ready when the first meal's over. There's nothing like a pizza with a ice cold cola. Get up out your seat and get yourself a tasty treat down at the snack bar. Snack bar.
It's intermission, it's intermission. It's intermission, it's intermission. It's intermission, it's intermission. It's intermission, it's intermission.
Get up out your seat and get yourself a tasty treat down at the snack bar. Snack bar.
It's intermission.
Okay. We're another 15 minutes into Pig. Starting to pick up a little more.
Yeah, so the rich douchebag is driving him around.
Driving him around Portland, of all places.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they are in Oregon, so it makes sense to go to Portland. I don't know where else you would go.
Yeah.
What, Salem? I don't know. I've only been to Oregon once, so...
And then we also meet Mac, the truffle pig badass.
This woman found out that our main character's pig was stolen and just flipped her shit.
She went looking for him.
She got pissed.
Yeah, and then so she took them to meet the tweakers. And the captions, again, give away who we're talking to. Tweakette. Tweakette. That's...
Tweakette. Oh, man.
And then he went into town. I don't even know who he talked to.
Somebody he used to know because he used to live around that area in Portland where all this hustle and bustle and nightlife is happening.
Yeah.
So it looks like he may have been somebody big in the restaurant scene.
Which Portland is big with food, so that makes sense.
Yeah. And now we've discovered there's an underground fight club for people who work in restaurants.
Yeah. That's where we're at right now.
They're betting on restaurant workers fighting each other. I don't fucking understand, but I'm okay with it.
We're not even going to touch on the fact that he had to, like, dig his way to find that location.
Yeah, there used to be a hotel, and then they just covered up a sub-basement, so he went into this restaurant and just started digging through the wall to get where he needed to go. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Walk down this really long tunnel, and in we find all these people fighting.
Yeah. They bet and they fight.
And he just wrote his name on the cardboard.
Yeah, so apparently his name is Robin Feld. Funny,
Yeah.
Nick Cage plays a guy named Robin when all he really wanted to do was be Superman.
Yeah.
But anyway, I'm enjoying it so far. It seems like it's got potential.
I really like the feel of it. It's kind of dark and gritty.
Yeah.
And almost a little art housey.
Almost. Not too much up its own ass,
yeah. I really enjoy it.
Yeah, I'm having a good time with it.
Yeah.
So let's continue on, and we're going to see exactly where we end up going. We'll see you guys in just a minute. And we're back. Back again. Watch more Pig. It's really good.
Yeah, so he gets the crap beat out of him.
Yeah, Underground Restaurant Fight Club is different than I thought. 'Cause he just stood there and took punches.
Yeah, but this dude really went at it, so it's almost like they had a history.
Yeah. Yeah, the guy was only about 3 feet tall, too, so that was interesting.
Yeah, so then the rich guy takes him to his place to help him recover, I guess. Makes him some French toast.
Yeah. like to stay the night because they've got another location they got to go out to.
Yeah.
But interesting thing I noticed, the young cat, Amir, that buys the truffles off him and all that, that was the actor who played Toni Collette's son in Hereditary.
Huh.
I just figured it out. I was looking at him going, fuck, he looks familiar, because they got some close-ups, and I'm like, why do I know his face? And I went, wait a second. You're the guy who drove the car and decapitated your sister in Hereditary. Oh, sorry, spoiler. But anyway.
Yeah, so he tells Rob about his mom and how she loved that restaurant and she killed herself. And it was really sad. And so Rob is like, I'm going to tell you about earthquakes and how all this is going to be underwater and everyone's going to be dead. By the way, use stale bread for your French toast.
Yeah. You can tell he's a little eccentric and, like, kind of off. But I think that comes with living in Portland, maybe? Everyone's a little quirky,
Sure.
I think. I don't know.
I have to admit it's nice to see all the houses because I feel like I've seen them all.
They look familiar. They look familiar to me, and I've never been in that area before.
Well, when I was up there, I stayed there for a couple of months, and we would take really long drives and look at all the really nice houses. So right now, he's at a house that apparently he used to live, and I feel like that could be the house of someone I know.
Yeah. What's really funny is, like, the houses look like you've seen them before, even if you haven't been in that area. Like, to me, I was like, I feel like I've seen these houses before.
Yeah.
So maybe other movies is filmed in the area, and that's what I'm getting it from, but they just feel familiar.
Yeah.
It's the kind of place you would want to live in.
Yeah.
Excuse me, my nose is itching. Sorry. Yeah, now he's talking with some kid who was playing his handpan, and I'm like, this is going to go one of two ways. Either he's just going to walk away and be like, well, this is what it used to be, or somebody's going to be like, get away from my son, you creepy homeless bum. Just keep in mind, he has not cleaned himself up since the Tweaker attack and then Underground Restaurant Fight Club.
Well, even prior to that, because even the rich douchebag told him he needed to get a shower.
Don't you want, like, a camp shower that's got a propane tank and stuff? And just fucking ignored him. Like,
Silence.
Shut up. Like, didn't say a word. Like, why? Nobody comes out here. It's me and my pig.
But I like him, though, because he's telling this little kid who now lives at this house about the persimmon tree.
Yeah.
And how to know when it's okay to eat them.
It's really kind of a sweet interaction. You can, like, we know he is a harmless guy. He's not going to hurt this kid. He's just like, oh, this is where I used to live. Oh, there's this kid here. I'm going to take a minute to sit down and talk about persimmons.
Yeah.
Because, like, what's a persimmon? Little kid voice. I'm like, okay, fuck, you already won me over with the pig. I think the pig in the beginning was kind of funny and adorable. I don't know what it is about pigs.
They're cute.
This truffle pig is adorable and has a personality. And now you've got this little boy who's fucking adorable too. I'm like, all right, fine. Keep going with the cute shit.
Yeah.
And I'm just waiting for something really messed up to happen. Like, in his favor, in Rob's favor, but... yeah, so far, I'm glad we picked this. I'm glad you picked this. I just gave you a list.
Yeah, so far so good.
Yeah, so I think we're going to get back into it. We got like 45 minutes left. We're like halfway through this already.
Yeah.
So we'll talk to you guys in a minute. We're going to get some more pig in our lives.
It's time to refresh. For your convenience, we have an attractive refreshment stand with a parade of items to tempt your taste. Hot buttered popcorn, golden good and fresh from the popper. Your favorite candies, wholesome and rich and full of flavor. Ice cream and other good things to eat. Plus, ice cold Coca-Cola. So bright, so bracing, with a taste and tingle all its own. Pause and refresh with a Coke at our convenience stand right now.
this movie. Wow. It's okay. It's nothing spectacular. It has not gone to like these crazy things, but it's so solid.
So they get reservations at the hottest restaurant, but the douchebag isn't allowed in there because that's his dad's turf.
Yeah, where his dad sells truffles, essentially, because the truffle market is a booming industry.
Apparently. And so Rob interrogates the chef. I mean, shakes him to his core, and he's just like, I want my pig. And he's like, I know who has your pig.
He's not a guy you want to make angry, but man, Rob just verbally destroyed this man in a very calm manner. Like, what was it you wanted to do? Because I fired you because you overcooked the pasta. You worked for me for 2 months. I asked what you wanted to do when I fired you. You said you wanted to open a real English pub. And he just basically told him, like, what you're doing, the people you're pandering to, these critics, all of it, isn't real. Basically, like, it's all a facade. You're doing it for no reason. You should be doing what you want to do. Then he questioned. He goes, what was going to be your signature dish at your pub? And he just rattled off, liver scotch eggs with a honey curry mustard, and just, like, laughed like a crazy person. Like, you just broke me completely. I loved it. I loved it.
Yeah, so it turns out it's the guy's dad that has his pig.
Yeah, and he's an asshole.
He really is.
He's keeping his wife alive.
With a trach.
Yeah, she tried to kill herself, and he was like, well, I'm going to keep you alive. And he's a cold-hearted son of a bitch, played by Adam Arkin, son of Alan Arkin, who some of you might remember as the grandfather in Little Miss Sunshine. But damn, he's a fucking dick. I'm wanting a knockdown, drag-out fight between these two or something. I don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
I want Rob to get his fucking pig back.
Absolutely.
It's his pig. It's his truffle pig.
Yeah.
Return the pig. I don't even know if the pig has a name. We've not got a name. It's just pig.
Yeah.
As far as we know.
As far as I haven't heard any name.
Yeah, but Rob's not happy. He wants his pig back. He knows who has his pig. He's pissed. He's in the guy's house, and the guy's like, I'll give you money. I'm going to have so much money delivered to your little campground. Don't come back. You don't want to fuck with me.
So that's where we're at right now. He just walked away and told him to get the fuck out.
Yeah. Oh, this is getting interesting. We've got just over 30 minutes left, so we've got 2 more times you guys are going to hear from us. But let's get back to Pig.
Let's do it.
I'm the Dairy Queen, won't you come with me along the milkshake way? I've got lots of good surprises, fresh and yummy for you every day. There are malts and shakes and sundaes too, whenever you stop. And of course your very, very favorite, the cone with the curl on top.
You don't have to just dream about Dairy Queen. Your favorite Dairy Queen treat is a refreshing reality at your nearest Dairy Queen store.
I can't call him a douchebag anymore.
Oh, our friend Amir?
Yes.
The rich kid?
Yeah. He's alright.
Yeah, he's actually a decent guy.
So, Rob sends the not douchebag out to go talk to people, and the dude finds out Rob's wife is dead.
Yeah.
But manages to get wine.
Gets a bottle of wine that used to belong to Rob and his wife. And from an assortment of wine bottles. I mean, fucking A.
Yeah, and then Rob visits a bakery.
That used to be his restaurant.
Yeah. Him and his wife.
Yep.
And then they go back to not douchebag's dad's place to make a secret meal. And I appreciate that he washed his hands, but could he, like, maybe dry up the blood that's dripping from his hair? I mean, he's cooking this really lovely meal, and he's practically, like, oozing into it.
Yeah, he's still bloodied and beaten and
has not showered at all.
Layers of grime and Portland and Oregon just all over him. But he washed his hands to touch the food.
Which is good. Especially now that we're seeing that the meal was made for the dad.
Yeah, and Rob made a point to point out that his son picked out the wine.
Yeah.
Which was sort of a slap in the face, as the dad said, my son doesn't know anything. I'll just give him a desk job back in the corner. That's all he's good for anyway.
Yep.
This was Rob going, you're an asshole. Your son knows a lot more than you give him credit for.
Yeah, and it's funny because he starts to take a bite of the meal, and I can see a twinkle in his eye, and I was like, oh, suck on that dick, you asshole. And then he starts to cry, and I'm like, choke on that dick! Choke on it!
I'm glad you went there, because I was going to ask you what exactly happened, and you just went right into it. He is choking on that big...
emotional dick.
Fat, emotional dick. It's veiny and hurting in the back of his throat.
That's where we're at right now.
That's where we're at. We are watching this man choke on the proverbial dick.
Yes.
So we've got 16 minutes and 42 seconds. I think we're going to finish it out, and then we'll be back with our final thoughts on what overall we thought of Pig. Oink oink, bitches.
Our hamburgers are the finest. Quality beef expertly prepared for extra deliciousness. Treat yourself royally right now. What a hamburger.
Well, we finished Pig.
Yeah, so it turns I don't want to give any spoilers, but so we found out what the big emotional dick was, and that was big.
It was better than any physical fight I was expecting to see.
I'm surprised there wasn't more blood and violence.
Yeah, I really thought there was, because it felt like it was going that way, but it was so much more of a cerebral takedown.
Yeah, very emotional.
Yes.
We find out about the pig. That was a big deal. And then he walks home.
Yeah, it seems to me like both Amir and Rob, it was sort of a story about these two characters just kind of learning to deal with where they're at in life.
Yeah.
I was honestly expecting a sort of different ending than what we got, but this ending worked.
Me too.
It made sense, and it was actually the perfect ending for this film, I think.
Yeah.
You didn't need some big extra here's a wrap up of everything. You got exactly what you needed.
Yeah, but we, it was enough that we were hooting and hollering.
Yeah. When you... Okay.
It was the dick. Oh my god.
I'm going to say you need to watch this film. If you have Hulu, it's there. Watch it.
Yeah.
When you get to that point, you understand exactly what's happened. Because it was hinted at early in the film, and then this just brings it back around, and it's like, oh shit. It's basically, you're sitting here going, oh shit, son, he went there? Oh shit.
That's basically what we did.
Yeah, we paused it and we're like, oh my god. And it was just a very subtle, cerebral takedown. What happened? I loved it. I loved it.
It was good.
I really enjoyed this movie.
I liked the musical scoring. I liked the video. I could have done without the shaky cam. At some points it does the shaky cam, and I don't like that.
I can see why you don't like it. I think they were just going for the dramatic effect in those moments.
I know. It's distracting to me.
Yeah. At least it wasn't overdone. It was only done a few times.
Yeah, very true.
There are some movies out there that are like, oh, shaky cam. It makes it look so erratic and crazy. We're going to do it with everything. It's like, no. You got to earn your shaky cam spots.
I really liked how intense he was in this film. He was so intense.
So intense. Yeah. Doesn't say a whole lot.
Yeah.
But what he says, the words have meaning.
Yeah.
And once you get his whole story, you realize why he is the way he is.
Yeah.
I mean, basically, it just seems like he was fed up with all the bullshit that came with being a chef. But his name still holds so much weight around there.
Despite being told the opposite.
Yeah. One guy told him, you don't exist, you're nothing. And yet, when people saw who he was and recognized him and heard his name, they were like...
practically shit themselves.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. The chef in that restaurant they were at...
All he had to do was look at him.
He's like, oh
shit.
Chef Feld? Tried to play it off cool, and then he was just like, this isn't what you wanted. You're a fake. None of this is real. These people here aren't real. Why are you cooking this food? Is this what you want to make? The guy's like, oh, but a pub isn't a good investment. People love this. He was like, dude, who are you trying to convince, me or yourself? Is basically what he was telling him. And it was so fucking brilliant.
Yeah. Oh man, we gotta rate it. How many pigs out of 5? I'm gonna go with 4.5 because I think it's more solid than a 4. I think it has maybe minimal rewatchability, but I could still watch it maybe one more time and feel good about watching it. It's not something I can put on in the background constantly.
Right, I understand. I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
I am going to give this a solid 5 pigs out of 5.
5 out of 5 pigs.
Yeah. That's not saying that there's high rewatchability with this film. It's something I could put on once, maybe twice a year.
But it's got good background vibes.
Yeah. But it's one that I could watch and really see, are there little things here and there that I missed, maybe?
Yeah.
But the overall story was just really good.
Yeah.
It was broken up into 3 different parts. I mean, they didn't have, like, intermissions, but they would cut to a scenic shot of Oregon, and then just part 1. Here's the name. Part 2.
Mushroom tart.
Yeah, rustic mushroom tart was part 1.
Yeah.
I think part 2 was mom's French toast and a deconstructed scallop. And then the last one, I
don't remember.
Don't remember the whole thing, but it was an assaulted baguette.
Yes.
Which was something he got from the bakery he went to that was his restaurant that he and his wife had. The baker worked for him, I think.
I think it was their original recipe.
Yeah. It was same recipe because the woman was a baker. I think she worked for them as like a baker for their restaurant. Or maybe she just got business with them. And not sure. It didn't go into details. You didn't really need it. You got what you... They were friends, whatever, co-workers, colleagues, whatever.
They have a history.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will say watch this movie. It's good.
Yeah, it was
especially
really good.
if you like Nick Cage.
Oh, for sure.
I mean, lots of people kind of make fun of him like, oh, he's done some weird shit. He's kind of crazy. I'm like, this performance shows you Nick Cage still has his acting chops.
Oh, for sure.
Because this is restrained Nick Cage. This is not over the top, face off Castor Troy Nick Cage. This is very much back to like Leaving Las Vegas. Serious actor Nick Cage. And it was really good performance.
Yeah, I really enjoyed when he would get emotional.
Yeah.
Oof.
Oh,
yeah,
man.
Good stuff.
Very good.
So yeah.
Very good. It's a recommend, people.
Woohoo!
Watch Pig.
Skewered Universe approved.
It's definitely approved. I approve it with all my skewards and all my universes. I don't know what that means, but...
Does that mean you're God? If you're made up of universes? Or are you just one giant universe?
If I'm made up of multiple universes, God ain't got nothing on me. It's a very Scorpio thing to believe. We're better than God.
Oh my God.
And I just alienated how much of our audience with that. They're no longer going to listen. But for those of you that are still around, thanks.
We might have lost Monique.
Oh, man.
All right,
I haven't heard from
good.
her in a while.
I know.
Hope we do soon.
Yeah, we probably will soon.
Probably will soon. Speaking of that, you can contact the show at skewereduniversepodcast@gmail.com.
Gmail.com.
That's right. Find us on Facebook. Just look up Skewered Universe. We're also on Instagram, Skewered U. I post there occasionally. I usually just browse and watch other people. I'm still on Twitter, but I don't know if I want to remain because it's a fucking cesspool of assholes. And I don't like this whole, hey, you know how you used to get verified by, like, having followers and making a name for yourself the old-fashioned way? Yeah, now you can just pay to get a blue check, and you'll look important. I don't like that Elon Musk bullshit that happens, so we might be leaving Twitter. Not that I did a whole lot on there anyway, but just a heads up. As far as listening to the show, where can they listen, Leiann?
I listen on Podbean.
On Podbean, which is where we're hosted. So go there. There's a slew of other podcasts there as well, but mostly us. You want to listen to us. If you got an iPhone, you like Apple Podcasts, we're there too. You're an Android person? We're on Google.
Spotify?
Oh, we're on Spotify. We're on tons of places. You can find us. We're basically on almost every podcatcher you have. You can look us up. And you know what? There's more info in the show description as to where you can find links to listen to the show. If you're not someone who listens to podcasts on your phone, or maybe you're a YouTube person and you like your podcast that way. Well, while we don't do video, the audio's there. You can go to our channel on YouTube, look for Skewered Universe. We're there as well. We are assaulting you on all fronts, ladies and gentlemen.
All holes.
All holes. No KY. We like to go in dry.
Fist deep.
Elbow deep. I want to get in there. I want to get into your holes with my voice. I want the reverberation to make you feel warm and fuzzy. And maybe just question yourself a little bit. I'm kidding. Just give us a listen wherever you like to listen. Like I said, Apple, Google, Spotify. There's another one that normally I think... Oh, Amazon. Amazon for all you Prime heads out there. You got an Alexa? Right? You like to listen to music on her, and then you're like, I want to listen to Skewered Universe. You know what you do? And right now I'm going to help you out. Alexa, play Skewered Universe Podcast. There you go. You're listening right now, aren't you? You love it. But do that.
That doesn't work. They're already listening.
Hey, if they were listening to this out loud somewhere, and it wasn't on their device, they just had their phone or, say, a Bluetooth speaker set up, and Alexa's over here, she just started playing it there for him. Yeah. I helped him out again. Doubly listening. Take us in as much as you can.
Double penetration.
There you go. Double penetration from the Skewered Universe. And on top of that...
Penisception. That's a penis in a butt, in a butt, in a butt.
There's no real segue for this. You can go over to Patreon. Find us over there. Patreon.com/Skewered Universe Podcast, I believe, is the link. But if not, it'll be in the description. But you can go there. You can get transmissions episodes. And very soon, we're going to have some audio commentaries. I think we found some movies for audio commentaries. It could be an Evil Bong movie. I don't fucking know. But Demon Knight will be coming. We've been talking about it. We're going to fucking do it. Very soon.
Hey, Jeff.
Yeah.
Suck a dick.
Oof. You going to make me a meal? Then I might get all emotional on that. Oh, meal that's thick like a dick. Inside joke between the two of us, and I just blurted it out. See, I told you one day somebody's going to say it somewhere, and no one's going to get what it means, and I'm not explaining shit.
Oatmeal thick like a dick.
Anything else you'd like to say, Leiann?
Suck that oatmeal dick?
It's brown
Sloppy?
sugary.
Oh, okay.
A little runny. But warm and cozy. Like your dad. Oh, God, where did I just go? Okay, you know what?
Cut.
I'm taking a drink of water. And we're going to say, obviously, we had some fun tonight. We'll be back with another episode very soon. But keep on enjoying that universe that's just a bit skewered.